Namaste, Jai Bharat. When elections take place, anyway, there are so many psychologists or people there who make election result, exit poll predictions, this thing, that thing. We in general call them as the election pundits. They would foresee this is what's going to happen, that's what's going to happen. Similarly, there are also these war pundits, I suppose. Because I heard many people speaking so many things prior to the Indo-Pakistan conflict recently after the Pahalgam incident, the Pahalgam terror attack. Then many people sitting in the studios or maybe in their own study rooms speaking a lot of things. And many narratives I heard that, in siding Pakistan, they were siding Pakistan. So many of them were siding Pakistans. Mostly they were siding Pakistan. The most talks I heard is they were telling a couple of things about Bharat. First, they were telling our army, the Bharatiya military, all the three forces, are not updated. Number one, please mark those words, are not updated. They don't have latest equipments. They don't have technological superiority. These are the few things which they were insistently speaking and maintaining those stand. Then, of course, some people even went to the extent of saying that they aren't happy with this kind of things. But that, of course, is very shallow. That's because they are repeating what's happening in Pakistan and just narrating whatever happens within Pakistan army is similar in Bharat also. They anticipate or simply make conjectures without any point. But these things, they were saying that we don't have latest weapons, we don't have good weapons, we are not updated, we are not technologically superior. All those narratives they were making, and these people who were making these narratives were doing some kind of homework. This is because they have the world has no idea what Bharat is making. And we don't have any idea what Bharat is making, and you're talking about the world. We know one thing, our Prime Minister was talking about Atma Nirbharata. Try to find the meaning of that word in whichever language. That's Sanskrit. Atma Nirbharata, our Prime Minister was insisting on right from the time he became our official leader, Prime Minister. Even he was leader before that also, but after becoming Prime Minister, he was leader of people for a long time, and it's much before he becomes Prime Minister. He was Chief Minister for us for 15 years. So that's different. Atmanirbharta. So we were, and then the new idea, make in Bharat. Now these two things, to what extent they went into practice, to what extent they become fruitful, is there out there for people to see, but no one bothered to see it. We have created our own things. That's the point. We have made our own technologies. We have the CEP, those who observed, they say Bharat do not have technology because they understand we don't buy anything. We are not depending on others for any technology. We are not buying any new technology. We are not buying any new things from others which they normally could see. So they assumed and they presumed and they started believing that we don't have those things. But what they do not know is that we had been making our own things. You think we depend on an air defense system for borrowed from others? No. We have our Akash missile air defense system. We have a Pinaka. These things are known. But we have so many things which you may not know. We may not know. But one thing I'll tell you. This multi-layered air defense system has not started yesterday. I was in the air defense 50 years before. 40 to 50 years ago, 10 years I was there in the Bharati Air Defense. Then I'll now tell the name. Those names Conrad Radhakrishnan, category A controller, designed, developed, I won't say the year, but between 40 to 50 years ago, 45 to 50 years ago, he designed this multi-layer air defense system, and we were all a part of it. Just one person. He designed, he discussed with the higher-ups, then it was discussed, then put into practice. All the discussion stage, all the things, most of us, quite a few of us were with him. And it was all new concepts, new thoughts. It took some time, maybe a couple of days or weeks, for us to make the concept sit in the minds of our traditional fighters, traditional warriors. This happened 45 to 50 years. In between 45 and 50 years ago, those days considered Radha Krishnan. See Radha Krishnan, I suppose. Very brilliant. He's a mathematician. Basically, he's a postgraduate in mathematics. What precision, what calculations, what mind, what projections, what kind of discussions he make. He doesn't need to be explained anything. He understands it just like that. And he will tell you people understand fast, so you have patience to those who don't understand so fast. That kind of things he used to speak. So we had this multi-layered air defense long back. So roughly 50 years before we had that. And now you're talking about it, multi-layer air defense system. We practiced it, but in a much different form than what Elizabeth today. Even today you do not know. I do not know. Other than the one who functions that want to know, let us not know what we are not supposed to know. What are we? We will know everything. No, we don't need not to know. We don't have to know something that can affect our national security. We will not want to know. We don't have to know. We will not want to know. That's it. So we had this multi-layer air defense long back. It's nothing new. Which of course I don't know if others may have it or not. I have absolutely no idea about other nations. This they have not understood. And then the weapons that we used, the equipments that we used, they never thought that we have made our own air defense system in multi-layer. Different types of air defense system. As a result, you see, with the S-400, the Russia could not effectively defend Ukraine beyond a point. And whether we used S-400 or we use something else is a different question. The point remains in front of the world is that whatever Pakistan tried, none of the projectiles could reach Bharat. How we did it is our business. Even if tomorrow I am called back to service, I will not want to know. And even if I come to know, I will not speak about it. That's not my business to discuss about it. We were taught to forget about things once things are done anyway. So we had something. We have a different kinds of weapon which we ourselves made. That's the point I am trying to make. We made our own weapons. So you want to know. We bought this from them and this from them and that from them. Just think about, you're talking about Bharat. We have the tremendous inherent potential to make anything and create anything. Don't start telling that you have technological superiority. You may have technological superiority, but without these science and technology of modern times, cognitive kind of sciences, just don't forget that we have so many knowledge traditions which were created in the past, which were written in the books, and which were demonstrated through granite. Many things are demonstrated through granite. They were made as sculptures and kept for you to go and see if you want to know and wonder how these things were made. That thing is there in front of us, front of you. So we have capability, and when we want to do it, we'll do it. We have created our own systems, and we have absolutely no idea. Now you have to find out the means to overcome our whatever equipments we have, our air defense system, whatever we have. You have to try to do something against our equipments. By the time you overcome our abilities, we will find out something else to counter that. That's going on. But recent announcement is interesting for you, especially for others, those who anti-Bharat, that we are giving some 50,000 crores of Indian rupees. I don't know how much it comes in millions. Of course, I don't want to calculate for our defense. This is not to buy for defense equipment. This is not to buy equipment from somebody else. That's the point. This is to invest in research, development, and creation of the equipments that our Sena would need. All. Army, Navy, Air Force. And this is a series. Army is the first force. Navy as a second force. Air Force is the youngest force. Wherever we need, whatever we need, the money is given to make our own weapons, equipments, whatever we need. at our convenience, with our knowledge, with our development. So next time you try to come for a skirmish with Bharat, you can expect something more new, different. Now, how the Akash defense system functions, no one knows. You may know, but I don't want to know. There are multi layers. Now, I think Pathan Bhais wanted something like our Akash defense system, like a technical know-how based, and the Pinak system, etc. That's between the government and Pathans are trustworthy, as we understand. That our nation deal with the Afghanistan, Taliban, but the people-to-people relation between these two Pathans and people of Bharat were always very intimate, strong, and genuine, which is a demonstrative indicator to religion doesn't matter to us. Religion doesn't matter to us. We already are associated with all religions in the world. All religions in the world live here. You ask our Jewish brothers, we still consider them as brothers. When the whole world persecuted them, they were one, they were a part of us. They were one with us during the tough time, difficult time. All those who came to Bharat find themselves at home. That is our Sanskriti, which it's a culture which one has to understand in our own way. So religion doesn't matter to us because it never mattered to us in the past. Doesn't matter to us today. It's Pakistan who wants to use religion for their own personal ends to make money, I'm telling you. Because individual leaders want to take money and live a comfortable life. They think that money can buy you everything. Okay, if you have money, buy 1 minute of extra life is possible, please do. And let me also know how you have done it, with what kind of money. So, things are different with Bharat. You have not understood Bharat. You will understand it subsequently. But only through demonstrations of this. We are not loud mouth, we are not Lahoris. We don't make such boisterous statements to people that we do this, we do that. We just do. You look at our politicians all, right from the top to bottom. Right from the top to bottom. We don't talk, we just do. That's our discipline, and this is consistently throughout the nature of citizens of Bharat. Less talks, work more. So we shall be taken with some other thought. Till then, Namaste, Jai Bharat, Jai Siya Ram.